Hey, YouTube Gundam here. Welcome back to Space Engineers. This took a while to set up because the game engine, yeah. So, what we have here is my ships, not the support craft for the cruiser or the minis, and RWI official. I'm going to go over the everything. And we're going to start with RWI official and the smallest, with the lag. So, first off, we have these three. Right here, we have my variant of the fire there. My craft here is the F206. It's a wing-clipped variant of the F203, which is Redwood's actual. So I count this as theirs because it's 99% theirs. I literally just chopped off the wings a little bit. So, next we have the F203 Interceptor, Redwood official. This interceptor craft, very fast, very small, very light, little armor, very good. Next, we have the Valkyrie dropship. It's just a light transport with some weapons, not a whole lot, but it's there. Next to that, we have the Eclipse class frigate. Rather small, handful of guns, but unfortunately, because they don't have all the mods required, a lot of stuff did not spawn in. So, yeah, that's why it looks weird. It's because it literally didn't spawn in. Oh well. Next is the Pioneer heavy transport. It's not as long as that, but it's significantly thicker. The Pioneer is what I had mainly put in as a rear bay for my super carrier. It's a good ship. It's very atmospheric, but it's very interesting. Next, we have the Defender frigate. The Defender, I mean, it's a frigate. It's kind of long and kind of big for a frigate, because remember, that's also a frigate over there. So, And especially in comparison to this, Redwood Industries' glorious Valiant battle cruiser. It's a dataless class. This is the 5th dataless class, the Valiant. It is such a famous craft in the series. It's decent size. So, that's what I primarily use for comparison, that and the Defender over there. You can see its comparison to, say, my cruiser over there on the bottom right. And you've seen the comparison video compared to the super carrier over there. So, Now, let's go over my creations. These are purely my creations. Now, not the 206 over there, which is literally just Wing Chop 203. These are all purely mine. Beginning with this. This is the F214 Bulldog. The Bulldog has heavy armor, lots and lots and lots of firepower, but it's decently fast and maneuverable per se. It's a good little heavy fighter, not an interceptor. So it's not terribly fast. It will have something like the 203 run rings around it. So Next to it is this itty bitty little ship. This is my Rifter class frigate. The Rifter, is lightly armed, lightly armored, atmospheric capable, small hangar, just a little frigate. It's kind of tall, but it's a fraction of the length of the Defender over there. Actually, the Thrasher there is about the same size. We'll get to that in a minute. So the Rifter frigate, very good, named after EVE Online. Next, we have a cargo transport. This is the, I forget, what does it say? Liberty, right. This is the Liberty transport. The Liberty transport meant to move 2 hydrogen tanks and 3 cargo containers planet side to give access to whatever you need. It's just a cargo ship. It's not as tall, but it's quite wide and very long. So, it's a bare bones ship. Next to it is my newest ship. It's not quite as long, but it's definitely much thicker. This is the Albatross class infantry and vehicle transport. A lot of infantry, some vehicles for good assault. It's meant as a replacement for the Pioneer, which can barely hold any infantry or vehicles. This holds a lot more, but costs a lot more, so it's a issue. Also, this does not fit in the Supercarrier's bay. Next to that, we have this, the Thrasher Destroyer. The Thrasher Destroyer is a little bit shorter than the Defender Frigate. The Thrasher Destroyer is extremely pointy and then bulges out as it's meant for an extreme frontal assault. And just look at that. I don't know why the glare is so bad, but it's pretty good. It's just meant to go in, kill them, get out without stopping. Partially why it has the Titan engines. Next up, we have my pride and joy, the Naglfar Cruiser. This is why I entered into the contest in the hopes of winning. We'll see what happens, but it'll take weeks. So, the Naglfar here, small in the front, chunky in the back. It's very thick. It's barely longer than the Defender. I think the Defender is 80 blocks. This is 81 blocks. So, So I didn't do a top-down view of the others. I will do that now. This glare. Why? I don't know. At least the Valiant over there doesn't have a glare, but top-down view of my smaller ones here. You can barely see that fighter over there. Then you have these three things. First off is the space station, which is my old space station, but modified to work for these. So that's good. That doesn't really have a name. So, Next is the tower. The Naglfar class battleship. No, excuse me, I'm an idiot. The Naglfar is my cruiser. That's the Tempest. I call it the Naglfar because that shape is the Naglfar from EVE Online. But the Tempest is what I went for because I took Naglfar for the cruiser. Yeah, so the Tempest battleship. It's a very tall ship, but very skinny. It's not a whole lot taller than the Valiant is long. But of course it's tall, so. And then the big boy. And I don't get confused on the name because it's printed on the side of the ship. Nidhogger. The super carrier. And it is a beast. Just dwarfing everything. I mean, just look at this. This angle here. There is no comparison. And that's kind of why it's a super carrier. The bay doors were not spawned in for some weird reason, but the Pioneer would fit in there. Plenty of drop ships and fighters, but yeah, the others are just a little too long to be a replacement for the Pioneer. But that frigate can almost fit. It's almost short enough. Oh well, that's okay. Hey, they could just have the doors open and just go around that way. But the Nidhogger super carrier. So these here, you can not really see the fighter there. There it is. These here are my creations. Again, I've not thrown in the small craft there, the support for the Naglfar cruiser. But these are purely my creations. And these are theirs, the exception being not 100% purely the mini interceptor because I cut off the wings. But the other one and all the rest are. So that's everything. Again, it's the 206, 203, Valkyrie, Eclipse, Pioneer, Defender, Valiant, the 214 Bulldog, the Rifter, the Liberty, the Albatross, the Thrasher, the Naglfar, Unnamed Space Station, Tempest, and Nidhogger. That's everything. Thank you for your time. I'll see you about the glare. Catch you later.